and Developmental Growth, Ms. Rodriguez, which is also Mr. Steves' sister. So thank you.
So good morning, ladies. I'm here to talk to you about resilience. Who knows what the word resilience means? Okay, well, I'll tell you. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties. So, some of you know me as I lived in this community for a long time now. We visit the same grocery stores, we visit the same hair salon, and most of the time we bump into each other. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Maynelly Rodriguez. I am from the Dominican Republic. I am 30 years old. I am a junior at the College of New Rochelle, aspiring to be a middle school social worker. I am a sister. I am a daughter. I am a mother. I am a friend. I am a dreamer. I am a proud Latina woman. But importantly, I am undocumented and unafraid. First and foremost, I would like to thank God and Ms. Harriet for giving me the opportunity to stand here in front of you all today, to not only share my personal story as an immigrant woman, but to stand in solidarity with the 800,000 dreamers in the United States. My story begins in 1995 at the age of 6, as I migrated to the United States illegally. My mother brought me here undocumented because she felt that in this country I will be able to receive a better education and a better quality of life. Growing up, I was aware of my status here in the United States, but I chose to hide in the shadows by assimilating to American societal values and expectations. This assimilation created a rift between who I was and who I was meant to be. As a young child, until the time I reached high school, I made the decision to hide a part of me that I didn't want to accept. I was afraid, I was ashamed, and ultimately, I feared what people would think of me if they were to find out. It wasn't until my high school beginnings that I was forced to face a part of me that I had buried. After many college career fairs and conversations with both friends and teachers, it was then that I realized that I would not be able to have my first job, my first driver license, or my first car. All things that were considered milestones for a typical high school American student. I felt disappointed, frustrated, and overwhelmed. These feelings led me to lose interest in my education and focus on my relationship with my boyfriend. I got pregnant at the age of 16, but I was able to graduate from high school by enrolling in a program, YABC. This is a program designed for young mothers who want to obtain a high school diploma during the nighttime. Accomplishing my goal of graduating from high school was a bittersweet feeling, because going to college and getting a good job was just a dream, as I needed a valid Social Security card and a legal status in the United States to apply for both. It was a mandatory requirement. All my dreams and goals has just simply crashed. I had no choice but to put my dreams of becoming an educated woman aside and settle for a job that offered me less than minimum wage salary. I work at a 99-cent store as a cashier for 11 hours and only receive $40 daily for my labor, roughly $240 per week. 7 years have gone by since I graduated from high school, and I was in the same situation, working in these unfair jobs and living with the fear of getting deported to the Dominican Republic. From the country my daughter was born and I was raised in. On August 15, 2012, the program Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, also known as DACA, was enacted. President Barack Obama, announced that the U.S. announced that the U.S. Department of Homeland Security would not deport certain undocumented youth who came to the United States as children. Under the directive from Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, these youth may be granted a type of temporary permission to stay in the United States and obtain a working authorization card. I was a valid candidate for this program, and immediately I started gathering my paperwork and money to take advantage of this opportunity. In 2003, I attended a meeting at IS-229 to translate for a friend who didn't speak English. At that meeting, I met former principal of IS-229, Dr. Matthias. He was fascinated with my ability to fluently translate from English to Spanish. I will never forget his words. He said to me, "Hey, do you believe on being at the right place at the right time?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." He said, "We need somebody like you here, somebody that's able to translate the way you do." I didn't take his words serious as I thought it was too good to be true. 2 months later, I received a call from his secretary telling me that I had to go downtown to get my fingerprint cleared. So I did. I was offered a position as a family worker for the Department of Education. This opportunity changed my life forever. I remember coming in 229 the first day, not having a clue of what was expected of me, but I still showed up. I did it. It took me only a week to know the basics of my job requirement. I've been working at IS-229 for 5 years, and I wouldn't change this opportunity for the world. I will always be grateful. DACA created a pathway for me to attain all the dreams I thought were beyond my reach. Through DACA, I was not only able to bring benefit upon myself and my daughter, but I was also able to give back to the only country I have ever known as home. On September 5th, 2017, DACA program was re-signed by Trump administration. But just because it was re-signed, it does not mean that my dreams will be placed at halt. I stand here before you all today with more hope than I've ever had, despite the current administration, despite the current challenges that have delayed the progress towards clean, comprehensive, and proper immigration reform. Today, I stand here before all of you undocumented and unafraid and unapologetic. I am now aware of who I am meant to be. Today, I stand here before you as a proud Latina woman with a message that I wish I had gotten as a little girl. Keep pushing forward, regardless of your odds placed against you. In life, we must face uncertainties in order to preserve. It is okay to be afraid. It is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to be human. You are not defined by whatever category society places you in. You are defined by what makes you you. You are strong, beautiful, independent, passionate, and resilient. You are a phenomenal woman.